prophecy of that determined. Because the overspreading of the abominations at Jerusalem and it being made desolate, there is something that is determined that is poured out. That is determined that is poured out. Listen to this carefully. In the book of Daniel chapter 9 verse 27, it talks about something being poured out on the desolate. It says here, "And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate." And that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. So what is it that is determined, that is poured out on the desolate? Yes, it is the judgments poured out from the bowls being poured out of the wrath of God on Jerusalem that lays it desolate. Revelation chapter 16 verse 1 says, "And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, Go your ways, and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth." And where is the seed of the beast? Where is the seed of the beast? The seed of the beast who's ruling the earth during this portion. It's at Jerusalem that it is poured out, the seed of the beast. Revelation chapter 16 verse 10 says, "And the 5th angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast, and his kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongues for pain." And verse 11 says, "And blasphemed the God of heaven because their pains and their sores, and repented not of their deeds." So the judgments are poured out upon the desolate. And why are these judgments determined? Daniel chapter 11 verse 31 says, "And arms shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate." So what makes it desolate? What makes Jerusalem laid desolate with the plagues for 1260 days? They erect the abomination of desolation. Thus, the judgments are poured out upon that which is made desolate, Jerusalem. And that is brought forth for those 1260 days, and it's laid desolate. That's what the prophecy says. In the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 15 says, "And when you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand." It is the image of the beast that is erected, that brings forth the plagues and the wrath of God, and lays Jerusalem desolate for those 1260 days. And this is what is mentioned, that which is determined is poured out upon the desolate. And this is the prophecy of that is determined.